Hello, we want to take a quick look at the Analog Discovery 2 input and output pin functions. And they're very clearly labeled on the equipment, but we'll do a quick video just to make sure that you got it. So one of the first places to take a look at the Analog Discovery 2 pinouts or pins that are there and how you're going to connect things to equipment that you want to read is this really nifty little handout that comes with your Analog Discovery 2. Fits right in the box. I put it on the bottom and it provides a decent amount of detail, and it's there. The other place to take a look at too is if you know what you're doing, right on the Analog Discovery 2 they have labeling along the bottom, and you can see the wires here. They have the wires nicely color coded, and while we're here, notice that some students came up with this idea a while ago. There's different group functions of wires here, so there might be 8 wires that deal with digital inputs, or 16 altogether. And what the students came up with is wrapping a little bit of a solid wire around here to keep those groups together and do that. So those are different places, if you know a little bit to get started, to find a place to on what the pins do and what the color coding means, and if you're using what test equipment, which ones would you hook up. Another place to do that, let me switch our screen to the web, but another place to do that also is on the web. So if you go to the Analog Discovery website, which is digilentinc.com, you go to the documentation directory. This is the most direct way, or I think the fastest way to find it. It holds the documentation for all their equipment. So if I slide down through here, you'll see that you'll eventually come to instrumentation, and Analog Discovery 2 will be listed. And if I click on that link, that brings me to the Analog Discovery 2 documentation. And if I scroll down through here, this pinout is pretty important. They actually have it here, and you can find it there very quickly if you have access to the web, or you can click on the Getting Started documentation, and if you slide down through there a little bit, you'll find the pinout also, and you'll find some other explanations to how to do that. The last thing, let me switch back to my video here. The last thing that I want to show you is they do have these nifty pin numbering. So each of these things has a label that you can put the pin number on separately. A set of those labels came with the Analog Discovery 2. I still hope they do. And you put those on, fold them on there real nice and neat, have them up a little bit from the end of the pins. And what this helps you do is not make an error when you're setting up your waveform software and you're putting these right on the pins of the ICs. This helps you not make the error because everything's labeled. So hopefully that helps you. It should be pretty easy to work with, and good luck.